Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Beatrice. Today's sequence is a sequence to strengthen the back. So not just the back, not just the muscles in the back, which we will strengthen, but also all the muscles that support the back. So especially the glutes and the abdomen. Because we will start in child's pose, if you have any pressure in the knees, or there's a lot of space in between your sitting bones and the heels, then you might need a pillow or two. And also support for your knees, just in case you feel uncomfortable on all fours. That's all you might need. Otherwise, let's get started. Bring the big toes together, knees as wide as you can, and start to drop the hips back towards the heels. And here you might need that pillow. Just if you have a little bit of pressure in between the knees, or maybe if you're quite far up high, away from the heels. So come into this posture and then lengthening the arms forward. Relaxing the head either down to the ground or again on a pillow, just for support of the neck. And beginning by bringing the breath into the belly. And this is the perfect place to start feeling the breath, feeling the movement of your belly against your thighs. And beginning to notice if there's any constriction, maybe in the nose. Maybe the nose is blocked and you might want to breathe in and out through the mouth. You're welcome to do that. Maybe there's any constriction in the body. Noticing how the back feels, especially today. So the length of your back, you can feel it from here, from child's pose, just all the back body, all the back upper body. And trying to be mindful with our back as well. So going wherever your body needs to go to benefit from the practice. It's just really listening to your own body, what your own body needs. And before we start to come up onto hands and knees, moving out to the right, to the left. So walking the hands out for a side bend. Inhaling to come through center and then exhaling to the right. Bringing back to center on the inhale. Exhale through to child's pose, just a breath. And your next in breath, bring yourself up to hands and knees. Take your hands directly under the shoulders, knees come directly under the hips. And let's warm up the spine before we start strengthening. So on our inhale, lifting the tailbone up to the sky, dropping the belly, opening the heart forward. Trying to spread the fingers wide as we press each fingertip to the ground, relieving pressure off the wrists. On our exhale, reversing this movement from the head, dropping down, pressing to the hands, spreading shoulder blades apart, round all the way down through the spine, tuck the tailbone down, press onto the top of the feet. Inhale, tailbone up to the head, drop the belly, open the heart, look forward or up. Exhale from the head down into the tailbone, spread the shoulder blades apart, round all the way down. Inhale, tailbone to the head, extend your spine. Exhale, head to tailbone, round down. Just one more. Inhale, drop the belly, open the heart. Exhale and round. Inhale, come back to your neutral spine. So just an alignment in which your spine feels natural and comfortable, that you don't feel any pressure. And begin by lengthening the right leg back. Notice how it feels. Start to bring the belly in towards the spine. Spread the fingertips wide, the fingers wide, plant each finger down to the ground. And as you keep engaging the belly, lift the right leg off the ground, point the toes, flex the foot. Try to engage the belly here. And if this is enough, stay. If you want more, lengthen the left arm forward, opposite arm and leg. Keep looking down, back of the neck is nice and long. Keep pressing into the right hand, into the right fingertips. Exhale, knee to elbow round your spine. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open, just 2 more. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale and round. Inhale, open up. Hold the leg off the ground, bring the left hand down to the ground, back underneath your shoulder. Right foot comes out to the side, parallel with your left knee. I'll show you from the front. Right foot is out, knee parallel. Inhale, lift up. Find your stability here. Lift the arms up to the sky. On your exhale, left hand comes down to the ground, parallel with your knee. Right arm reaches up for the sky. Start to tip your weight towards your left knee and see if you can lift the right leg off the ground. Flex the foot, half side plank. You can look up or look forward depending on how your neck feels. We're not working the neck, so trying to be comfortable there. Keep flexing the foot, keep engaging into the belly, keep reaching up with the right fingertips. Exhale, release it down, come back to hands and knees, and we can move through to the other side. So this time, left leg lengthens back, spread the fingers, lift the leg off the ground, engage the belly. Stay here or lift the right arm forward. Stay or exhale, knee to elbow round the spine. Hug it in. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Inhale to open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Last one, exhale to round. Inhale, open up. And exhale, bring the right hand down. This time, left leg goes out to the side, parallel to your knee. And as we inhale, lifting up to our gate pose with the knee down and the foot to the side. Untuck your back toe. Inhale, lift the arms up. Right arm down to the knee, left arm points up. Staying here or starting to come onto the toes of your left foot. Maybe lift it off the ground. See if you can keep it most parallel to the ground. Flex your foot, looking up or looking forward. Keep breathing. Always remember to breathe. Just one more breath. Exhale, release it to the ground. Come back up to your hands and knees. And from here, coming all the way down to your front. Exhale, bend the elbows, keep it in towards the chest and come down to the front. Shift back if you need to. Bring the feet about hip width distance, wider than hip width distance apart. Toes to the ground, foot to the ground. Hands are either side of your chest. As you keep pressing the toes to the ground, inhale, lift the chest off the ground and up to the sky. Hug the shoulder blades together, open up, cobra. Keep pressing the pubic bone on the ground. And engage the glutes. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift it up, shoulder blades together, open the heart. Exhale, release. Inhale again, shoulders down and back, shoulder blades together, engage the glutes, press the pubic bone down, press the feet down, the whole body's engaged. Exhale, release. Just one more like this. Inhale, lift up. See if one side feels different. This time, hold a look over your left shoulder. Look forward, look over your right shoulder. Look forward, exhale, release. Inhale, this is a different one. Inhale, lift up. Like you did before, lift up, press the toes down, lift the chest. This time, release the hands off the ground. Bring the shoulder blades down and back, bring the elbows towards your body. Keep looking down, back of the neck is nice and long. Chances are this is not going to be as high as the hands on the mat. And that's completely normal. Long more strengthening. Stay here or inhale, lift the arms forward. Keep it off the ground. Exhale, back. Inhale, lift forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Last one, inhale, forward. Maybe you'll go a little bit farther down towards the ground, it's fine. Exhale, back, maybe lift. Exhale, release. Well done. Inhale up to hands and knees. And now preparing for downward facing dog. Spread the fingers wide, fingertips to the ground. Maybe have them a little bit wider than your chest, then your shoulders. Bring the knees in line with the hips. Tuck your toes. And on your inhale, send the hips up and back for your first downward facing dog. As you're in downward facing dog, press each fingertip down to the ground. Look back to the feet, release the head. Shake the head yes and no. Find any movement that feels good. You don't have to have the heels to the ground, and you absolutely don't have to have the knees straight. So if you feel that your upper body's rounding, bend the knees and press the chest a little bit closer to your thighs. On your inhale, lift up onto the toes and walk all the way up to the front of the mat. Step by step. As you reach the top, inhale, hands at the shins, come up halfway. Halfway lift, straight back. Exhale to fold. And on your inhale, and walk all the way up to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae. Move through to Tadasana. As you reach the top, open the heart, drop the shoulders, head in line with the spine. Bring the arms either side of your body, palms facing forward. Grounding to the feet, lift the toes, plant them back down. From the top of your mat, inhale, lift the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands together, down through the heart, fold forwards. Halfway lift on your inhale, hands at the shins. On your exhale, bring the hands down, step the right leg back. See how you're feeling here. You can stay here or drop that knee down. Let's actually start with the knee down to the ground. Down, tuck your toes. Inhale, press into that front heel, lift up into your low lunge. You can stay here, hands at heart center, or lift the arms up. Press into that back foot as well. Bring the hands down through heart center if you had them up. And as you exhale, twist to face to the left. Press the hands together. See if you can twist a little bit more as you exhale. Inhale, come through center. Bring the hands down either side of your foot. Tuck your toes. Lift the knee off the ground. Step back, high plank. Hold here for 3 breaths. Bring the belly in towards the spine. The tailbone points down towards the heels to the back of the room. Bring the knees down to the ground. Exhale, come down to your front. Inhale, lift your chest, cobra. Exhale, release it down. Bring yourself up to hands and knees. And then bring yourself back up to downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. Step back to the front of the mat, step by step. No one big step. And as you reach the top, inhale, halfway lift, hands at your shins. Exhale and fold and going straight to the other side, step the left leg back. Bring that left knee to the ground, untuck your toes, press onto that front heel, lift up. And as I mentioned at the beginning, if your knee feels uncomfortable, bring a pillow underneath. Press onto that back foot as well, maybe lift the arms up or maybe stay at heart center. On your exhale, going down to heart center, palms together, take a breath. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, come through to center, frame your front foot, tuck your toes, lift the knee, step back to plank, 3 breaths, hug the belly in. Drop the knees down, exhale, come to your front. Different one this time. Coming down to the front, try locust. So you can start with the arms either side of your body, palms facing down. And you can let the head come down to the ground. Begin here. On your inhale, press the hands down. Leave the feet down to the ground as you lift the chest. Doesn't have to be really high. Keep looking down. And remember to keep breathing. Exhale, release. This time, upper body's on the ground. See if you can press onto the hands, press onto the upper body, and inhale, press onto the pubic bone. Inhale, lift the legs. Keep either pointing or flexing the toes, whatever helps you find that engagement. Switch on the glutes so you can lift the legs a little bit higher. Keep breathing. Exhale, release. Now, either repeating the area that felt a little bit more uncomfortable, I would suggest that maybe you repeat both if you want to, or if you feel comfortable with both, putting them together. So on your inhale, lift in the chest and lift in the legs. See how you're feeling. If this is still really, really comfortable, bring the arms up, palms facing each other to begin with. Maybe palms facing up, drop the shoulders down, away from the ears and towards each other. Squeeze the glutes a little bit more, take a breath. Exhale, release. Bring the hands either side of your chest, lift up to hands and knees, tuck your toes, lift the hips, bring yourself back up to downward facing dog. Move forward to the top of the mat. This time you can step or walk. Maybe step all the way through. Inhale, halfway lift, hands at the shins, straight back. Exhale and fold. Bring the feet parallel to each other and about hip width distance apart. On your inhale, drop the hips, drop the knees, bend the knees. Other option is to have the big toes together and the knee and the hips heels slightly apart. And then bending the knees and dropping the hips down, coming up to chair pose. And as you come to chair pose, hug the belly in. Make sure that you have comfort in the lower back. If you have any pain, wrap the tailbone down and also the ribs down. Hands can stay at heart center or maybe lift them up. Keep sinking down onto your chair. Shift the weight towards the heels. See how that feels. Now, like we did from low lunge, we're twisting here. So bringing the palms together at heart center. Exhale, twist to the left. And I would say maybe stay here if this is a lot. Otherwise, hook the right elbow outside of the left knee. See how it feels. If this is enough, stay. Otherwise, start to lift onto the toes of your right foot. Pick up the foot and step that leg back into a high lunge. Press the palms together, lift a little bit higher with the chest. Step it back forward into your chair. Inhale, lift through center. Take the hands to keep the hands together. Exhale, twist to the right. Put the left elbow outside the right knee. Press the palms together, lift a little bit higher. If this is enough, stay. Otherwise, start to lift onto the toes of the left foot. Pick up the foot, step back, high lunge. Press your palms together, lift a little bit higher. Come back through to center. Lift back to chair pose, hands together. Exhale and fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift, hands at your shins. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back to high plank. 2 deep breaths. This time you can drop the knees or stay if you feel comfortable and strong. Bend the elbows, come down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the feet, come up to cobra or upward facing dog. Just the tops of the feet are down, open the chest. Exhale back, downward facing dog, look back to the feet. Keep grounding into the hands, into each finger. Left foot is down to the ground, right leg lifts. Trying to keep the hips facing down towards the ground. Right foot is flexed. Exhale, bend the knee, come forward, knee to chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to elbow, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step it forward in between the hands. If it doesn't get there, grab that foot, bring it there. Drop that knee, return to low lunge, or stay here. Inhale, press onto that front heel, lift up, high lunge or low lunge. If you are in high lunge, press that back heel to the back of the room. Either way, hands are heart center or lift them up. Sink into that front knee. Wherever you are, you can do this from low lunge or high lunge. Exhale, hover your front body, your upper body over the front leg. Arms either side of the body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. Inhale, lift. Last one, exhale, hover and hold. You can stay here, you can take it to a balance. Step that back foot slightly forward. And see if you can shift your weight onto the right foot. Lift the toes of the left foot off the ground. Maybe stay here. You can bring the hands at your heart. Maybe lift it a little bit higher. Point the toes to the ground. Engage the glutes. And most you parallel to the ground with the back leg. If you want to, bring the arms either side of your body. Try to keep the upper body parallel with the ground. Try not to fold forwards. Exhale, slowly and with control. Bring that foot down to the ground. Frame your front foot, step back to plank. 3 breaths. Exhale, drop your knees or stay here. Come down to the ground. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, back.
downward facing dog. Same thing on the other side. Take 2 more breaths here. Look back to the feet, relax the head. Keep the right foot to the ground, left leg lifts. Try to keep the hips facing the same place, so facing down rather than opening that left hip to the side. On your exhale, bend that left knee, come forward into plank, knee to nose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, left foot comes up in between the hands, or take it there. Option to stay or drop that back knee. Inhale, lift up. High or low lunge. Sink into that front knee, lift the arms up or stay heart center. Exhale, upper body over the left knee, hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. Inhale and lift. Exhale, hover and hold. Again, option to stay here or step forward slightly with that back leg. Shift your weight onto the left foot. Maybe you can lift the toes of the right foot off the ground. Start with the hands at the heart center. Flex that upper leg, the foot of the upper leg. And most you're parallel to the ground. Try to keep the upper body engaged and off the ground. And don't go into a fold. Arms can come parallel, palms facing in. Keep breathing, engage the glutes. As you exhale, slowly and with control, come down to your lunge. Bring the hands either side of your foot. Step back, high plank. 3 breaths. Last flow. Stay here or drop your knees. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, back. Downward facing dog. We are not done though. We're done with the flowing, but not with the rest. Just 2 more breaths. And we are transitioning to Navasana or boat pose. So you can either drop the knees and then come down to seated, or jump through to seated. As you come to seated, bring the feet flat to the ground to begin with. Come onto the sitting bones. Start by hugging the knees, open the heart, and either stay here or start to bring yourself onto the toes. If this is enough, stay. Otherwise, release the hands, bring them to the back of your thighs, and maybe raise the legs off the ground, raise the foot off the ground. Keep opening the heart and dropping the shoulders down. Flex or point the foot. That depends on what you feel helps your body. If you feel this is not enough, bring arms either side of your legs, palms facing in. By all means, stop at the place that works for you to keep breathing. You may stay here, this is already quite strong, or maybe start to straighten one leg at a time. Maybe both legs straighten, and it's fine if you shake. Try to keep the chest opening. And exhale, release it down and come all the way down to your back. As you come to your back, bring the feet as close to your sitting bones as you can. Try to keep them about hip-width distance apart. Start with the arms either side of your body, palms down. And as you inhale, press onto the heels, lift the hips up to the sky. Come up to bridge pose. Exhale, slowly lower down, vertebra by vertebra. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, lift. And as you lift, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, release. Now, if this was a lot, you can continue with this. Otherwise, we can alternate the legs. So starting with the left knee up to the chest, press into that right heel, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower and switch sides. Left leg down, right knee to the chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale and lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower and release. Bring the knees into the chest. Relax. And you can drop the knees out to the left, open the right arm to the right. Maybe you need to shift the hips out to the right slightly and then drop the knees to the left. Try to keep the chest opening up to the ceiling. It doesn't matter if the right shoulder is not glued to the ground, but that's the intention, to keep the right shoulder down. Inhale, lift it through center. And exhale, this time other side. Knees drop to the right. Opening the left arm out, either straight or bending the elbow. Looking up or looking over your left shoulder. Maybe this time you need to shift the hips slightly to the left, just to keep them in line with the spine. Inhale, bring it through to center. And you can hug the knees into the chest just one last time to decompress your spine. And as you exhale, release it down to the ground. And if there is a little bit of lower back tension or tightness, you can keep the knees bent, feet flat to the ground. And let the knees come against each other so the feet are wider than hip width distance. If your lower back feels really good, you can lengthen the legs down. Have the feet again wider than hip width distance and let them fall wherever they would naturally go. Bringing that softness up into the hips. And then opening the arms out wide, palms facing up. Letting the shoulders soften. Coming down to Shavasana. Closing your eyes or softening the gaze. Just taking a moment to notice the back, whole length of your back body, of the upper back. Upper body, the back of the upper body. Feeling the shoulders, the upper back, mid back, and lower back. Seeing if it feels any different. And letting all areas of the body that touch the ground sink a little bit deeper.
Softening the glutes and the belly. And stay here for as long as you need to. I will leave you here today. Just take a moment to notice your breath before you come out. And when you're ready, do so slowly. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you join me again soon.